And the boys tell me that we do have Rod Black ready. This phone, guys?
Video.
Oh, it's video. We do have Rod Black from the CFL on TSN joining us on video today. How are you, Blackie?
I'm doing good, man.
What took so long? This
go.
looks... Whoa!
Yeah.
I was going to ask what you've been doing. It's not cutting your hair,
Can you
clearly.
hear me? Can you hear me or what? Oh, yeah, okay. I can hardly hear you. Okay, it's all good. Oh, yeah, it's good. Man,
You look,
crazy. It's
you
been a
look
long
like Joe
time.
Dirt. You look like Joe
Yeah,
Dirt.
I look like Joe Exotic on steroids. Here we go. Kind of got a little Trudeau beard going there. I'm only kidding. I'll get rid of this thing. How you guys doing?
But no, leave it on. I tell
Hang
you
on
what.
a second. There we go.
There you go. I tell you
There
what.
we go.
If you go watch the Netflix documentary Waco, which I watched the entire 6 episodes yesterday, you look exactly like David Koresh.
That's a really nice comment there, Roddy. Thanks a lot. You're looking a lot like Jeffrey Dahmer yourself. There you go.
Num num num.
I'm only kidding. Hey, how you guys doing?
We're good.
Where are you? I like your
aside-
man cave. Are you social distancing there?
Oh
Or
yeah,
safe distancing. Yeah, yeah.
We're
That's not 6 feet. Let me see the shot. I want to measure this. If not, I'm just giving you a citation. Let's see. I want to
Go
see
wide
6
shot,
feet.
Jordan. There we go. And
Yeah,
go full
one-
screen.
Where's the tape? I can't even reach him.
There
10
you go, Rod.
inches. That's not. I'm only kidding. It's crazy. This is an insane time, but I think everybody's getting through. I hope we are anyway.
We were saying off the top of the show, you would normally have been on the Raptors repeat run right now. How much have you been thinking about that?
Man, I've been watching all those replays beyond all the Netflix shows, Tiger King and Irishman. There's when you've run out of Netflix shows, you know something's wrong. And all the replays. Thank God for CFL Friday nights. Hey, I like your little thing there. That's nice. Hey, that's kind of cool. I miss it. I miss everything. I miss everything about sports. I miss this run. I think the Raptors would have had a very decent chance, Roddy, to get back to the NBA Finals, maybe even win it. I don't think any of us are going to know now. I think everything is still very much up in the air and very doubtful. But and then the CFL season right around the corner. You know, with this, you know, it's our love. That's what we love to do. And I don't know what the next steps are going to look like. I don't know what the games are going to look like. I don't know what sports is going to look like. And everybody's talking about pro sports right now, guys. But, you know, I got to tell you something. You know what I think is going to be really sad to me is it's amateur sport. The reason that we have pro sports is that young kids can play sports. And so the next steps for kids playing sports is also going to look very, very different, I think.
Yeah, well, no kid. What that's the key, though, is that nobody has the answer. We're looking at a reset here, and who knows how long it's going to take. But I was saying before you came on, I get asked on a daily basis, what do we know about the CFL season? You're one of the lead announcers on TSN. You must get asked multiple times on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, I like what the league is doing. The good thing about this league is that I think there are some provisions in place. I don't think we're going to see pro sports as we know it. Certainly, I think at least the end of July, at the very least. Everybody knows right now that it would have to be something completely different. Will we see sports, guys, without fans? I do believe that. I think that at the beginning we have to. And let's face it, I mean, this is logic. Right now it's logic. This whole thing is logic. Wash your hands. Safe distance, wear a mask. We're going to see a lot more of that. And the more we do that together, everybody, you know, our world, then we can start thinking about sports. Because right now, as much as we love it, and I miss it so badly, we have to think about getting through this thing. I watched a show on Netflix last night called Coronavirus Explained. Have you guys seen this?
I saw it last night, too. Yep.
Everybody should watch that. Don't you agree, Rod?
Absolutely.
It's the most important show Netflix ever put on. And I went, oh my gosh, everybody needs to see this show because the science speaks. Science speaks. It's not politics. It's not conspiracies. It's not economies. It's not prime ministers and presidents. It's the scientists. And we just all have to abide by the science. And let's get through it. Then let's start thinking about sports. But boy, I'm sure I'm like you guys. Man, I miss it so bad right now.
By the way, on that documentary, it's only 26 minutes long. It's very easy to understand when you talk about the science, and it talks about where the virus started, where it's going, compared it to others, and the numbers will just drop like this. But if you don't, it's everything you'd want, and it's not too long to watch, right?
No, it isn't. And I've really been thinking about what sports is going to look like. I know they've tried in Taiwan with the baseball. Then they had a brawl, Roddy. Like I saw, that's not safe distancing. I do think that, I do think golf courses are going to open up, which I'm so glad because, we can safe distance in golf. But I do think things like, you're going to have to wear 2 gloves. The good thing about football is that a lot of players are going to have to wear gloves now. I don't know what baseball is going to do because they wear 1 glove, but not another glove. And certainly at batting, they can wear 2 gloves. I think you're going to see a lot of sports where players are going to have to wear gloves. It's common sense. And until we can kind of flatten this curve and we can get back to it, we really don't have any other alternatives. If you want to watch sports or play sports, you're going to have to be safe and you're going to have to abide by the rules. I don't know if you guys have done any research into the last pandemic, which was on that show last night, by the way. There is there's a great story about what happened back in 1918 when the Spanish flu came and everybody came back from the war. And that's kind of one of the reasons that, they had the pandemic is everybody was close to each other. There were parties, there were parades. Well, there was this young baseball player named Babe Ruth at the time who was tearing up Major League Baseball, was playing for the Boston Red Sox. And everybody wanted to go see him play. Well, that was the second wave that came. Everybody who went to stadiums to watch baseball and watch sports, including football, started a second wave of the contagion. And the next thing you know, they had hundreds of thousands of more people dying at that time. So we don't want to get that happening either. We don't want to rush too quickly. So whatever sports is going to look like, everybody talks about the new normal, you guys. It's not going to be a new normal. It's going to be new. It'll be very new.
Rod, I absolutely love this because the viewers are all seeing the Rod Black that I know, the Joker, just the way that he did the opportunity to get out and be yourself. So our viewers are asking.
This is my mustache, by the way. See this here?
Yeah.
That's my nose hair coming through. That's actually, I made it all the way. This is my nose hair coming all the way around here. It's going all the way down here. And actually my chest hair comes up here and it's crazy.
I've been watching a lot of Mad Men. You have a real John Hamm, Don Draper thing going on.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Skip the dishes?
Oh, yeah.
What he does?
50 more. Yeah, if you watch TSN, you see it all.
That.
Right. So our viewers want to know.
How much television have you guys watched? Like, there aren't any more. I cannot. CTV News Channel, thank God. CNN. Sanjay Gupta, I like him a lot, but if I saw him in real life, I might kick him in the shins. I've seen him so many freaking times.
I said to my wife, I'm so sick of this guy. Like, that's all I hear is his voice because she's watching it 24/7.
God, and Chris Cuomo is quarantined. I don't know about, again, what you think, but Andrew Cuomo, run for president. Run for president, because I think what he's done, I like what our premier here in Ontario has done, other premiers across Canada have done. Be leaders. Be leaders. We need leaders right now, and it's so cool to watch, but oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of watching TV.
I'm with you. I'm running out of shows on Netflix. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I'm going to be telling people to watch reruns of this show. But
Last Dance, have you watched Last Dance?
Well, of course.
The Michael Jordan?
Yeah, see, I have ESPN in my house, but I purposely have not been watching the Last Dance on the Sunday night.
Hang on a second. Wait a second. Let's just call the CRTC. How are you getting Roddy, how are you getting ESPN? The folks at Bell and Rogers would.
As I say to my kids, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You got a guy. I got a guy. I got a guy. You got a guy.
So anyways, I'll be watching on Netflix with the rest of Canada episodes 3 and 4. But hang on, if I may, the viewers want to know, what's the significance of the things in your trophy case behind you? The helmet, the horses. Our viewers are watching and writing in saying, can you tell us what the significance is of all that stuff?
Oh, you know what? My wife is a big horse lover, and so that's her thing. And so this has become my little man cave. I'm kind of isolated. Guys, this quarantine thing, I found out my kids and my wife, they're actually pretty nice. They're nice people. So they've kind of locked me in this room and I put my stuff. That's a Gretzky, actually. That's a live Gretzky helmet up there. And that's a live 100th Grey Cup football. That's it. That's my only, I don't save things. I kind of give them to charities. But that Gretzky helmet, that's a significant one to me. It's a funny story. I hosted a golf tournament way back when. And it was for Gretzky, and I got it. And it's obviously, I would never get rid of it. I come home one day, and my kids are like 10, 9, and 8. And I had some Dale Howardchuk gloves and a Gordie Howe stick. They're all in my driveway. They got all this stuff on, and they're playing it like that helmet's probably worth thousands. My kid is big. They have a fight. They're bashing each other. The Gordie Howe stick broke. The Dale Howardchuk gloves had blood on it. So that's why I don't collect things anymore. And then the horses, I don't know. Knick-knack, paddywhack.
It's so funny. A couple things. One, in this new role, I was at home for Thanksgiving supper with my family for the first time.
Can I tell you something? I got to tell you something, Roddy.
Yeah.
Give me another wide shot there. I love that man cave. I want one of those. Just show me that thing. Let me see it.
Jordan's bringing it up. Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Look at that.
Next time you're in town, would you mind dropping by?
To have your Ed McMahon. Wide note again. Wide note one more time. Wide note. He's wearing a Speedo right now. Look at you're wearing a Speedo. See, look at that. You're wearing a Speedo. And Rod, I know you're naked. I know you are naked underneath. Oh, forgot. What's the weather like there? What is that?
It's going to be 20 degrees today.
20 degrees today, the boys are telling me.
Goodness gracious. There you go to adjust. You got a little wedgie going there. I could see. There you are.
Exactly. Well, but the thing is, my wife and kids have been cleaning out the garage, and I'm getting all these artifacts that I have nowhere to put them. So I'm bringing them all in here to the man cave. So if people look at my Instagram or Facebook story, we're hanging them up on the walls. Yeah, we have a thing, Rod, called Legends Hall. We've got gifts here from the Winnipeg Jets, your hometown team, Riders, WHL, Pats, Oilers,
Lions.
The BC Lions sent us a care package. So you got to check it out.
I don't know what. I got to send you this. I got to send you my wig here. This little thing. My Mike Myers wig. There you go. Actually, I rode over that. That's a skunk on the road last night. That was crazy. Hey, what is going on? Like how? I feel bad for the people in Saskatchewan right now, especially. I mean, again, you guys have had to go through so much the last couple of years, and the great people in Humboldt, and you saw what happened with Colby Cave, and all what goes on. But the Grey Cup game is supposed to be in Regina this year, and you know that Saskatchewan throws the best Grey Cup party ever. So what's going on there with what everybody's talking about? I'm sure that's top of mind.
Frankly, the way I look at it and the way talking with my guys and girls, we've been through a lot of tragedies, as you said, the last couple of years. So now we're just in a holding pattern, and we've been through the worst of it. This isn't much. It's agriculture is our number one industry, and they've been doing self-isolating for 100 years. So they're okay. Yeah. You still need food. So I would say we're doing far better than a lot of other places on the planet, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, again, I think that's the thing. It's this thing has hit places with high populations. I also believe high pollution areas, but and traffic hubs where people are flying into, and everybody's spreading germs that way. So I'm not a germaphobe. I'm sure you guys. I don't know how. I'm starting to become one. So we're gonna have to watch ourselves down the road.
Well, we'll see how long people stick to what they're told to do, but they certainly need to do it now. Guys, pardon me, Rod, for a second. Is Terry Vaughn lined up?
Yeah, he's ready.
I'm sorry, we have to go, Rod. It took a while to get you on. Can we do this again and actually get to the viewers' questions? Because they got 1 million.
I love Terry Vaughn. He's one of my favorite guys of all time. What a great player. Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm just going to stay and watch. I'm going to sit here. I want to get one of those caves. I'm not going anywhere.
You're more than welcome. Anytime. You're more than welcome anytime. Thanks, Rod.
All right. Love you, Roddy. Talk to you.
Love you too, pal. Rod Black joining us from the Big Smoke. And we're going to Chandler, Arizona next. You want to talk about an area where they got a lot of space. It's Arizona. The great TV joining us next. It's the Rod Pedersen Show, Facebook Live, Game Plus TV Network, and listen live at rodpedersen.com.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.